This is Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update. Corn prices were on the defensive from big South American crop ideas yesterday. The Rosario Grain Exchange raised their Argentine corn production estimate by 1 million metric tons to 50 million. While AgroConsult estimates the Brazilian second corn crop at 74.7 million metric tons, up from 74 million previously. Weekly export sales were fairly solid, coming in at 31.8 million bushels, which was kind of right at trade expectations. As I record this, the spot overnight corn futures are trading unchanged. The soybean market was higher on reports that China has put nearly 80% of their workforce back in operation in renewed hopes of increased demand from China. We saw some fun short covering on that news, which pushed the market higher yesterday. The Rosario Grain Exchange raised their Argentine soybean production up to 55 million metric tons, which was 1 million more than their previous, while AgroConsult estimates the Brazilian soybean crop at 126.3 million metric tons. They'd previously been at 124.3. And USDA, in their report on Monday or Tuesday, came out with an average of 125. So it looks as if that Brazilian crop is getting bigger. The weekly export sales report showed 23.7 million bushels of sales last week, which was at the low end of the range of trade guesses. In the overnight trade, we have spot soybean futures trading an additional 2 cents higher. Wheat prices slumped on technical selling yesterday. Plentiful global supplies and pressure from strength in the U.S. dollar also pushed prices lower. The weekly export sales report seemed to be the one ray of sunshine, coming in at 23.6 million bushels, which is at the upper end of trade expectations. In the overnight trade, we've got Chicago 3 cents higher, while Kansas City and Minneapolis are each trading up a penny. Cotton futures continue to trade in a range, although yesterday they experienced a setback, with the March futures closing down 83 points to settle at 67.75. In the overnight trade, spot futures are trading down an additional 14 points. Livestock futures were stronger straight across the board. Live cattle futures had a solid day, with the April contract finishing 67.5 cents higher, while March feeder cattle were up $1.27.5. Lean hog futures advanced as well, with the April futures closing 30 cents higher. Class 3 milk futures, on the other hand, retreated, with the March futures closing down 17 points to settle at 17.12. In the overnight trade, we have spot milk futures trading 5 points higher. Cash livestock markets had a mixed session. At the close, we had choice beef boxes 14 cents higher to close at 206.45. While selects were $1.51 lower as they settled at 203.79. Pork carcass values were 86 cents lower for the day, closing at $63.10 per hundredweight. This has been Craig Haugard with your Financial Issues Ag Update.